Today, I'm going to shed some lights on UX UI design salaries. What the education system makes you believe you're going to make versus what you're actually going to make. And this will be based on my experience, how much I have made in the last 13 years. Let's go have coffee. That's my favorite. Chocolate croissant. Chocolate croissant. And that's a regular croissant. There's a croissant. Back in the days, this was literally like 13 years ago, I was a junior UX UI designer and my title was web design. It was such a simpler time those days because we as a web designer, we'd only focus on desktop design. There was no responsive, mobile, tablet, AI, nothing like that. Mobile was sort of coming up like the way metaverse is nowadays. We would only have to worry about creating desktop that fits all monitor sizes. And if I really think back, that is so simple than worrying about creating a website that needs to be responsive. Oh my God, I miss those days. So if you're someone who is starting out and has no idea about salaries, I'm going to give you some practical, tactical advice on how to become a full-time UX UI designer. There are really two ways on becoming a full-time UX UI designer. Number one is doing freelance, which is completely hell. It's so difficult. Like, you have to make sure that you know how to get clients. You need to have at least 7 to 8 years of experience as a UX UI designer. And you also need to learn how the business side of things work. You have to invest in marketing. You have to find ways to get clients, leads, and hopefully convert the leads into a potential client. And then when you do get that client, you have to make sure the budget really fits something that you're looking for. And you also have to make sure that there's a strong amount of salary that you're aiming for every year. And you have to pay for your own health benefits and et cetera, et cetera. So that's one way. And in YouTube, they make it sound very cool and it's possible. But honestly speaking, it's really hard. It's great to gain experience. That's what I did. But yo, that shit's hard. And the option number two is working for another company. And that's the route that a lot of you guys are trying to get to. And that's very cool because I've been working for a lot of companies about 13 years now. And the perks of that is they pay for your health benefits, vacation days, sick days, stat holidays. You can have a one-on-one discussion with your manager and talk about promotions. Since you're working from home because of the pandemic, they will also give you the things that you need, like laptop and monitor and things like that for you to produce work from Monday to Friday. A small amount of companies, they'll give you some cool stuff. I was hired about 5 days ago. It's a startup called blackcard.com and I'm a senior product designer there and it is so amazing. So let me quickly show you what I got. So here we are in my home office and here's some cool things that I got from work. This is something that's the work, not something. Obviously it's a MacBook Pro. So I got this MacBook Pro from work. It's not the M1, but it's the i9. This is actually my very first time using a Mac consistently. And I gotta say I love it, but I'm still a Windows guy because I have a very expensive Windows PC. What I have at work is called a personal spending account, and I have up to $1,500 per year. So therefore, I bought this autonomous. This is a $500 chair. Look how amazing it is from the back. It has this nice headrest. It's very good for your back right here. Wow. And then I bought this mat for about, I think it was $120, followed by the autonomous standing desk. So if I just press up, watch this go up. Check that out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, so look at that. How amazing is this? And I love this desk. I've been working standing up 2 months now and it's completely amazing. This one costs close to $900 Canadian, of course. Another thing that's also on its way, it's the GoPro. I don't know, I bought it about 3 weeks ago from Henry's and it's taking such a long time to come here because I want to replace the webcam and change that to a GoPro. And those of you who do not know, that's my beautiful PC. This might be counterintuitive, but do not work for a startup or any company that doesn't have either a senior product designer or senior UX UI designer, design director, because if you're a junior designer or even an intermediate designer and you're working for a company, what's going to happen is they'll just pretty much tell you what to do and how to design, but they don't have any experience and therefore you're going to have less control. A senior designer has the experience to convince their colleagues on what is right and what is wrong as a designer. Just think about that. So this is my LinkedIn page. I'm going to skip a couple of things here. The nonprofit organization, the magazine company, and then the web business agency, because around those times I was just gaining experience. Target directories in 2011. This is the time where my friends from school has graduated, and pretty much we all started our journey as a web designer, graphic designer. Over here is where I made $35,000 per year. Initially, my job was a web designer, but because Apple was kind of like trending, I was able to take my web design skills and convert that into mobile design. And then I was able to work with desktop and mobile, which I gained an amazing experience of. Also, at the same time, I was doing branding work, logo, a bit of photography, print design, all of that with a whopping of $37K per year, which I felt completely unfair. But you know what? You are junior. What are you going to do? The best thing you can do is gain experience, leverage that to get a new job. After this, I took about 6 months break because I really needed it. And I started my company in September 2013 called Zaboom.com, which is a fun gig that I did with my business partner and myself. Obviously, I made no money from it, but it was an awesome experience. While I was doing this and I quit Target Directories, I worked at Richmond Day, which is an advertising agency, 11 months here. Over there, I was able to work with BMW, Mini, and a lot of great Fortune 500 brand, which gave me a great recognition and a great kick to the door to get better opportunities. I was one of those rare designers at the time that only had mobile experience. Working at Target Directories, I knew that if I learned mobile, I'll get a better paying job. From $37K, I got a job at Richmond Day for $42,500. It's not a major jump. I really wanted $50K, but that didn't happen. After that, I joined a travel company called RedTag.ca, and I stayed there about 7 years and 4 months. When they hired me, my initial job was to do mobile app. For some reason, that didn't happen. So therefore, pretty much work in the RedTag.ca website and all of the other companies that they own under the umbrella. They hired me for $65K. And I thought, dude, I am rich. So imagine a kid, early 20s, making $65K with his parents. Literally the next day, dude, I bought a car and I was chilling. However, on the second year, I only started getting 2% basic raises. At the end of September 2021, I want you guys to comment below and let me know how much I have made in this company overall. Pause the video. Let me do like a matrix pause while you're commenting. For real, let me know how much you made. So I'm going to tell you right now in 3, 2, 1. I've made a whopping of 72,300 or 500, something like that. It was totally unfair. 2020 was the time that I really need to get paid based on my experience and how much I actually deserve. I had a lot of expenses going on, like the mortgage here and the home insurance, car insurance, utilities, and etc., etc. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to get what I want in this company, but what can I do? I convinced my ex-boss to give me a title change as a senior product designer because I told him, like, dude, been here for 6 years and it doesn't make sense to just have the one title. Luckily, he was convinced, so he gave me a senior product designer title. And that's the title that I wanted because that is the title that was trending on LinkedIn for jobs. Once I put the senior product designer on my LinkedIn, I was getting literally DMs from recruiting agencies and companies wanting to hire me, etc., which helped me get a lot of interviews in 2022, 2021, where I was eventually hired at the startup company called blackcard.com. And once I have joined Blackcard, it has been amazing. I was able to afford all of my things in a comfortable way, no longer living paycheck to paycheck. It's one of those companies that they really focus on companies' growth, and they are very inspired by bank companies, and they try to use their system in this company, which is very cool because after when I've completed my 3 months, my boss asked me, like, what do you want to achieve, for your new role? You want to get a new title, or you want to work towards that? You want to work on a specific thing in the UX process that you can grow from, which is completely amazing. It has a lot of great perks like unlimited sick days, and they motivate you to travel and work from there. It's beyond amazing. The things that I used to hear on YouTube and shit, like, hey, I got a new job, it's so cool, blah, blah, blah. Now I get to be one of those guys, hey, this is a new job, blah, blah, blah. I just got a message on my phone that my GoPro is here, so let's go ahead. Oh yeah. Look at that, how much snow I had to shovel. Whew. How crazy is this? I just spoke about the GoPro, and here it is. So let's go ahead and quickly open this. Oh boy. What the heck? Oh wow. Look at that, huh? You guys thought I was talking shit? I literally got the bundle for this GoPro. Look at this, like a GoPro mini bag that I can travel around with. And then I got the 64 gig card. I didn't even have to pay for this. It's actually in the Henry's website. Who doesn't like tech? If you're a UX UI designer and you're not into tech, dude, come on. Don't be a coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? This is the GoPro Hero 10 with a bunch of cool stuff. In terms of the salary, as long as you guys work hard, be consistent, don't give up, you'll definitely end up working for a company that you really love. And that's where I'm at right now. Dude, guess how much I paid for this GoPro? $0. Look at that. I'm not gonna set this up because this is not the video about GoPro. So exciting, eh? What the industry standards of a UX UI design salary is. Here's this website that I found, which is very amazing. Talent.com. This salary is for Canada and I think US as well, but it's mainly Canada. This is the one that I actually found, which is like very realistic. For starters, as a UX UI designer making Canada, you can hit as low as 48K per year. That makes sense in today's economy, and unfortunately that is how much an average company is looking to pay. If you're working for a company that has under 50 employees, small business, you're definitely going to hit this range. Once you hit mid-level company, you'll definitely hit around 65 to 70K. Of course, if you're working for a large corporation who follow the UX UI design industry standard salary, then you'll definitely make anywhere between 88K to 100K minimum. Ontario, it says that the average salary of a UX designer is 80K. I will definitely say it's 65K. Here's one for entry UX designer salary. According to Google, it says that with 1 to 3 years of experience, you can make anywhere between 65K to 84K. That, man, God, I wish that was true, because then I would have started as a 65K salary and I probably would be making 250K by now, because that's insane. No way. That is 100% false. I would probably say an average UX designer probably makes 65K, but this is USD though. So that means that's in US. Right here, a junior user experience designer makes 45K to 49. That's facts. It doesn't say if it's a senior or anything like that, but you can make 94K. Damn, IBM, yo, come on, hire my peoples, yo. RBC user experience design, that is not true. I remember a few years ago, I probably had 2 interviews for a UX UI designer role in RBC. It was definitely not 90K. Shopify, of course, they'll definitely pay a lot of money. Scotiabank, yeah, see, it's under 90 here, high 80s. That's true. Let's go on LinkedIn and look for junior design jobs. And let's see. 2 years of experience. Perfect. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, perfect. Because people want to work for free. That's why you're not going to add the salary. Thank you. No thanks. Next. This company here is looking to hire a product designer. It's definitely not a senior or a junior, but somewhere in the middle. When you see a range where it's like 37K to like 90K, that's completely BS. They want to hire someone 40K range. You're looking for 2 years of experience here. So you're definitely going to get around like 40 to 45K. In this case, UX designer contract. Nope. UX designer CIBC. So this is a bank here and they're not going to mention that. Okay. Sun Life. That's also a big brand in Canada. So UX designer, and the salary range is actually 56K to 92K. So this is similar. So you're not a junior designer here, but you're an intermediate design level. So you're definitely going to get in, I think, 65K here, which completely makes sense here. This is an unknown company, definitely a small business. They're looking for remote. Yeah, so if they don't mention salary, it's not really a high paying job. By now, you pretty much get the point. It's not what your professors or the education system has told you. Rather, if you want to be practical and tactical, it's just, for me, the famous job posting websites here are Glassdoor, Indeed, and definitely LinkedIn. I would say LinkedIn is more of a powerhouse. It's the Google version of when it comes to job posting. I would definitely say to do your research in that, find the average salary range from that, and then you can base your knowledge whether you want to be a UX UI designer or not, and you will have a better, clear understanding of the whole salary. So at the end of the day, for me, design is something that I've been doing when I was 10 years old, and I was extremely inspired by watching anime and creating my own website, and my end goal was to do this full-time, my strong hobby, and convert that into a full-time career. When I was living with my parents and I was young, salary didn't really bother me much. I really wanted to design a website for desktop and then, make it mobile friendly, tablet friendly, work with these brands and solve problems, finding out what is the latest UX UI trend, and all of that really excited me, and I made new friends. Overall, I have enjoyed the journey. So don't let this salary discourage you from not becoming a UX UI designer. It's a very fun field. The community is great. I mean, there are so many amazing tutorials out there on how to use Figma, XD. Like the resources of becoming a designer is literally unlimited. So you guys are in a very good place. If you have any questions or things that were unclear to you, make sure to comment below. I will definitely get back to you guys. And if you liked in like a freestyle way like this, so if you like that, please like this video. Let me know if you liked today's video or not. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell icon. If you have any personal questions, shoot me on Instagram, my social media, all that good stuff is linked below. And until then, all the best on becoming a UX UI designer. Don't worry about the salary yet. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy becoming a designer. So my name is Fahim, MD. I live in Toronto and I'm a senior product designer. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.